evening, I'm Iman reporting from the Singapore News Asia. Today's highlight is about the perspectives and the attitudes of Singaporeans towards newater. It has come to a grave concern of the government on how public treat newater as. Here's a clip of a common reaction noticed among the public.
You know the water you're drinking is processed from the toilet? What?
But there is also a minority of the public who appreciate newater and are willing to take action so as to change the perspectives of the majority of the public. I will now hand over the time to a group who is representing that minority of people, the Eureka. Please.
Thank you, Imam. As told earlier, our research aims to educate the public on newater because we think it's important to Singaporeans and not something to be taken for granted, because without newater, there is actually a very big chance that we will be desalinating seawater for fresh water, which is a very expensive process. And there might also be chances for overspending money for just the water we are drinking.
Here are some opinions on newater of the public. The article on the right hand expresses the view of a foreigner, while the cartoons on the left are opinions of Singaporeans towards newater. Based on research that we did, a study by the United Nations states reported that about 1.2 billion around the world will experience a lack of safe drinking water in the next 25 years. For a small country like Singapore, with a population of 4.5 million people, how does it ensure that everyone has access to drinking water? Singapore had little water resources to begin with. In the early days, Singapore's two main water sources were its reservoirs and water imports from Malaysia. In 1963, water rationing had to be carried out as there was water shortage. As a nation, Singapore had to increase self-sufficiency and long-term water security. This is where newater steps in. Newater is a high-grade reclaimed water produced from treated used water, as many of you know. It has passed more than 30,000 scientific tests and surpasses the World Health Organization's requirements. It is also reported to be much cheaper than desalination, with half the capital cost and one-fourth the energy running. Newater will become an important part of the Singapore government strategy to double the country's source of water supply while reducing the dependence on water imports from Malaysia. Only 2% of newater produced daily is mixed with raw reservoir water before it is treated to become drinking water. So there's really no harm in drinking newater.
Many of you may question how feasible our project is. Well, it is possible to carry out and complete the project, as there are many people in Singapore who know of newater that we can survey on and interview. As most of the people are active on social networking such as Facebook, we can also conduct online surveys on newater. The proposed course of action is logical and realistic, as it can be completed with the help of some students who would be willing to do a survey, social networking, and with our hard work and group effort. The research provides sufficient opportunity for generation of ideas, as we will have to come up with ideas to make our research a good and a reliable one. As for the analysis and evaluation of ideas, we will certainly have many opportunities to analyze information and evaluate ideas on how to go about deciding what to do next. For example, going to the newater plant itself and inquiring. We will need about 2.5 months and we will not need much resources, probably just the internet. Hence, our research will be
Just so as to ensure the reliability of our research, we have put our words into action, and these are our results. Hope that you would support newater in future and also support our research. Thank you for your kind attention.
But there is also a minority of the public who appreciates newater and are willing to action. What? What kind of English is this?
Just so as to ensure the reliability of our research, we have to put our words in action. And the what?
Good evening. I'm Imam reporting from Singapore News Asia, and today's highlight is about perspectives and attitudes of Singapore towards news water.
No!
Sorry, I forgot again.